Multiple sclerosis is an autoimmune disease where the body's immune system attacks and destroys the protective myelin sheath that surrounds nerve cells in the brain and spine. After years of abuse, the nerve cells become hardened and develop scars and lesions. The disease is fairly common in the U.S., mainly affecting young adults with a Northern European descent. Genetics and poor nutrition are the two most likely sources of this chronic disease, although the exact cause is still debated. Initial symptoms include weakness, numbness, tingling or unsteadiness in a limb, disequilibria, dizziness, fatigue, bowel and bladder irregularities, and emotional instability. Caution needs to be taken when investigating possible MS, as Lyme disease can mimic all of the above symptoms. The disease can progress at different rates and different extremes. Many times, symptoms can disappear for months or years following an initial episode, and this is termed relapsing remitting MS. Eventually, however, deterioration takes its toll, and the episodes become more frequent, accompanied by damage in the brain, eyes, limbs, or nervous system. If the disease leads to steady deterioration after the initial symptom-free episode, it is termed secondary progressive MS. And less commonly, the disease becomes progressive from its onset, and this is termed primary progressive MS. Diagnosis is made through an MRI of the brain and cervical cord, which can detect the lesions, which are the hallmark sign of MS. There also may be elevated protein and antibody levels in the spinal fluid, which are usually detected with a spinal tap. Autoimmune diseases are quickly becoming epidemic in their frequency in America. Since most autoimmune diseases can at least partially be attributed to poor nutrition, this is not surprising in a country with one of the worst diets in the world. There are a wide range of diseases covered by this category depending upon where in the body the attack is taking place. If immune cells are attacking pancreas cells, the disease is diabetes. If the immune cells attack connective tissue, the disease is lupus. If the attack occurs on the digestive tract, the disease is Crohn's. And if these immune cells attack nerve cells, the disease is multiple sclerosis. But the common denominator for all of the above diseases is a miscommunication between the immune system and healthy tissue. For years, the immune system protected the cells and tissues in its charge, but at some point there developed a miscommunication that led to an attack. Since cells communicate via a Braille-like alphabet of 8 sugars or saccharides, it is no surprise that the study of sugars or saccharides, termed glycobiology, may hold the key to relief for autoimmune sufferers. Many studies have shown that a lack or alteration of one single sugar on the cell surface can lead to a miscommunication, similar to our own miscommunication if certain letters of our alphabet are missing. Researchers at the Department of Cellular and Molecular Scientists in London confirmed that altered or absent cellular sugars can cause antibodies to attack healthy tissue. It is an easy conclusion that the addition to the diet of all 8 essential sugars on a daily basis can provide the tools needed by the immune system to communicate, which can aid in suppressed and autoimmune conditions. Initial clinical studies that have shown such wonderful results for lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, and diabetes patients are now beginning to give some hope to MS patients as well. 2 of the 8 sugars, galactose and xylose, on cell surfaces have been noted as either being absent or altered in MS. It is easy to understand that if 25% of our alphabet was altered or missing, we would find it difficult to communicate as well, and is therefore understandable that if myelin sheath cells are lacking in certain sugars, an attack by the immune system may follow. In this case, if the white blood cells do not receive the correct cellular password when the healthy tissue is approached, an attack is initiated. Addition of all 8 essential sugars or glyconutrients to the diet may aid this deficiency in the 2 sugars implicated. One of the common treatments for MS is injections with interferons, which enable the body to partially correct its immune error. The problem with this is that the side effects of the injections are often as bad as the disease itself and can lead to kidney damage down the road. Researchers in 1994 released a study in the Biological and Pharmaceutical Bulletin showing that glyconutrients aid the body in producing its own interferons, and those produced by the body are more concentrated in the problem area and thus provide the same benefits without the massive side effects. Although science is still busy studying the possibilities of adding the glyconutrients to the diet to aid the fight against multiple sclerosis, many are already beginning to see the benefits for themselves. Supplementation of the essential 8 saccharides does not fight the disease, but supplying the body with the missing ingredients lets the body fight its battles fully armed. Thank you and good health.